Have you ever been involved with someone who seemed perfect at first, but over time started to reveal traits that were simply repulsive? It's important to recognize the red flags before committing emotionally. Today, we'll explore 10 repulsive behaviors in a woman that you need to identify before it's too late. If you pay attention to these signs, you can avoid many problems and disappointments. So, let's get straight to the point and discover what to watch out for. First thing, constant manipulation. Constant manipulation is an extremely toxic behavior that can undermine any relationship. Manipulative women use emotional tactics to control your actions and feelings. They may use guilt, emotional blackmail, and distort reality to make you always feel wrong or guilty. For example, if you plan to go out with friends and she constantly makes you feel guilty about it, saying things like, "You don't care about me," or "I knew you preferred to be with them rather than with me." That's manipulation. This behavior can be emotionally draining and cause you to lose your self-esteem over time. It's important to recognize these signs early. A manipulative woman will often make you feel like you're always walking on eggshells, always trying to avoid fights or arguments. This dynamic is unsustainable and can lead to significant emotional wear. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect and honesty, not manipulation and control. Second thing, lack of responsibility. Lack of responsibility is another repulsive trait. A woman who never takes responsibility for her mistakes and constantly blames others is a big red flag. If she can't admit when she's wrong or always finds an excuse to justify her behavior, it indicates a lack of emotional maturity. If something goes wrong at work or in her personal life, and she always blames other people, circumstances, or even you without ever reflecting on her own role in the problems, this is a serious issue. Taking responsibility is crucial for personal growth and building a healthy relationship. A person who does not take responsibility for her actions also tends to repeat the same mistakes, as she never learns from them. This lack of self-reflection and self-criticism can create a toxic and stressful environment where you will always be blamed for the problems. It's essential to be with someone who recognizes her flaws and is willing to work on them. Third thing, excessive jealousy. Excessive jealousy can quickly turn a relationship into a minefield. While a little jealousy can be normal and even healthy, uncontrolled jealousy is a sign of insecurity and distrust. A woman who monitors your movements, questions every interaction with other women, and makes unfounded accusations is projecting her own insecurities onto you. If she gets upset every time you mention a female colleague or an old friend and insists on checking your phone or social media, this is a clear sign of excessive jealousy. This constant distrust can wear down the relationship and make you feel suffocated and controlled. It's important to set clear boundaries and communicate openly about trust. Healthy relationships are based on mutual trust, not constant surveillance and unfounded accusations. If her jealousy is harming your life and emotional well-being up or out, it's a sign that something needs to change. Fourth thing, lack of empathy. Lack of empathy is a very concerning trait. A woman who can't understand or care about other people's feelings can be extremely difficult to live with. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and feel what they feel, and it is fundamental for any healthy relationship. For example, if you are going through a difficult time and she minimizes your feelings or quickly changes the subject, this shows a lack of empathy. Empathetic people offer support, listen, and try to understand what you are going through. Without this emotional connection, the relationship can become cold and superficial. Lack of empathy can also manifest in how she treats other people, such as friends, family, or even strangers. If she is constantly rude, disdainful, or insensitive to others, this is a big red flag. Empathy is essential for harmonious coexistence and building a solid foundation of understanding and mutual support. Fifth thing, excessive materialism. Excessive materialism is another repulsive behavior. A woman who is overly focused on material goods and status can be difficult to please and always seek more. She may measure the value of the relationship by how much you can spend on her or the type of life you can provide. If she is constantly demanding expensive gifts, luxurious dinners, and extravagant trips and never seems satisfied, this is a sign of excessive materialism. This constant quest for more can create a financial and emotional burden on you. Healthy relationships should be based on shared values and interests, not financial transactions. If you feel like you are always trying to buy her love and approval, it's time to reevaluate the relationship. Excessive materialism can lead to unrealistic expectations and continuous disappointments, draining the joy and spontaneity from the relationship. Sixth thing, passive-aggressive behavior. Passive-aggressive behavior is a toxic trait that can slowly poison a relationship. Women who use this tactic avoid direct confrontations and instead express their anger or frustration in indirect ways. This can include sarcasm, making malicious comments disguised as jokes, or acting cold and distant without explaining why. If you forget to do something she asked and instead of expressing her frustration directly, she starts ignoring your messages, or makes sarcastic comments about how it's hard to find someone who really cares. This is passive aggressiveness. This type of behavior creates confusion and resentment, making clear and open communication difficult. To deal with passive-aggressive behavior, it is essential to establish an honest and direct communication channel. Encourage her to express her feelings clearly and assertively. Healthy relationships are based on open communication and mutual respect, not emotional games and manipulation. Seventh thing, constant insecurity. Constant insecurity can be extremely draining in a relationship. A woman who is always seeking validation and reassurance can drain your emotional energy. She may need constant compliments, feel threatened by other women, and seek approval incessantly. For example, if she is always asking if you still find her attractive or comparing herself to other women, this shows deep insecurity. This constant need for validation can create an endless cycle of reassurance attempts which never seem to be enough. Insecurity is something that everyone faces to some degree, but when it becomes a dominant trait, it can suffocate the relationship. It's important that she works on her self-esteem and self-confidence, seeking professional support if necessary. A healthy relationship is one where both feel secure and confident in themselves and each other. Eighth thing, controlling all decisions. The desire to control all decisions is a very negative behavior. A woman who needs to be in control of all aspects of the relationship can make you feel powerless and undervalued. She may decide where you go, what you do, and even whom you can interact with. If she always chooses the restaurants, the movies you watch, and the places you visit without considering your preferences, this shows a need for control. This dynamic can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment as your opinions and desires are constantly ignored. Healthy relationships are based on compromise and mutual consideration. Both should have a voice in decisions and feel valued. If you notice that she is always in control and there is no room for your preferences, it is important to address this issue and seek a balance. Ninth thing, constant drama. Constant drama is a warning sign in any relationship. A woman who is always involved in conflicts, fights, and dramatic situations can bring a lot of stress into your life. She may create problems where none exist, exaggerate situations, and seek attention through emotional crises. If she is constantly fighting with friends, family, or co-workers, and always seems to be at the center of some drama, this is a sign that she may have a conflictive personality. This constant turmoil can be exhausting and detrimental to your emotional well-being. It is important to be with someone who knows how to handle conflicts in a healthy way and does not seek drama as a form of validation or entertainment. Healthy relationships are those where peace and harmony prevail, allowing both to grow together without the constant burden of unnecessary conflicts. 10th thing, constant disrespect. Constant disrespect is the most repulsive behavior you can find in a relationship. A woman who disrespects you, your opinions, your feelings, and your needs is undermining the foundation of any healthy relationship. Disrespect can manifest through common criticism, disdain, and even verbal abuse. For example, if she frequently makes derogatory comments about you, your friends, or your family, or belittles your achievements and dreams, This is a clear sign of disrespect. This type of behavior can destroy your self-esteem and make you feel constantly inadequate. Mutual respect is fundamental for any healthy relationship. Both should treat each other with consideration and appreciation. If you notice that you are constantly being disrespected, it is crucial to address this issue directly and clearly. No one deserves to be in a relationship where they are not treated with dignity and respect. These are the 10 repulsive things you need to know about a woman before it's too late. What did you think? Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want more tips on relationships and how to protect yourself emotionally, watch the video that is appearing on the screen. See you next time. I'll see you there.